All right, so we left off with 3.5. We were looking at doing estimation, and we had a couple of examples left that I want to make sure everybody had a chance to look at. The first one that we had left was using range, and there are two ways to do this, or there are two pieces to doing this. One is to find the rounded down amount, and the other one is to find the rounded up amount. So if you look at round down, what that means is I need to take the 370 and I need to take it and round the 370 down. That is to say, I need to take the 3 and instead of rounding to the nearest 100 or something like that, I'm just going to round it down to the nearest 100, which would be, or round it down to, down to the nearest 100, I said that right, to 300. And the same thing for the 647, I'm going to round it down to 600. And of course that results 900. And on the other piece, I'm going to take that and I'm going to round them both up. So the 370 gets rounded up to the nearest 100, which is 400. And the 647 gets rounded up to the nearest 100, which would be 700, to give me a total of 1100. So what I'm doing when I'm looking at this is I'm not actually getting a specific answer, I'm getting a range of answers. So the range, which means the place where the actual answer would be, is between, or the range is 900 to 1100. So I don't get a one specific answer, I get a range or a interval of area where my answer would actually be. All right, the last slide has to do with multiplication and division. The first one is front end. And so the way that this works is, we have actually talked a little bit about front end multiplication, but we're going to do it with estimation now. So what we're going to do is, again, front end means multiplying the two first numbers together. So I have 300 times 4, which is, of course, 1200. And then I multiply the 8 times the 4, which is 32. And while I could keep going, if I did, it wouldn't be estimation anymore. I'd be getting the exact answer. So once I've done the first two multiplications, I stop and I add them. I have 1232, and that would be the estimation for that multiplication. And then compatible numbers actually means taking the the dividend, what I'm dividing, and changing it into something that's more easily divided by what I'm trying to divide by. So 4,132, man, I'd really like some zeros in there. So it'd be awfully close to the number 4,000. So I'll change the 4,132 to about 4,000. And then, of course, the division is a no-brainer. We can just get 1,000 out of that. And, of course, again, it's not accurate. It's not 100% correct, but it's the estimation that we were looking for.